An update in the case involving a woman running an illegal daycare inside her West Nashville apartment. She is now facing charges after a baby was found dead at that daycare. Ann Jordan is being charged with aggravated child abuse, 6 counts of child endangerment, and a count of operating a child care agency without a license. Last April, a 3-month-old boy died. 6 other children were left unattended inside her apartment that she was operating as a daycare. Authorities say the baby who died did not have any signs of traumatic injuries or medical issues.